Hello, everybody. This is RCD, and welcome to Full Send episode 2. Today, we are going to be recapping the first two events of season 5 of the Marble Simulation Franchise League, and also do a brief preview into the final of RML. So that'll be lots of fun. And today, I am joined with a special guest in Say hi, Eam.
Hey, I'm host of season 5 and proud winner of MSFC season 2 with Claus in my good bedlam. Yeah, so happy to be here and let's see what happened in the first two events of MSFL.
Yeah,
We had half pipe and hurdles. Hurdles that gonna be an event at the RML finale too, so interesting.
interesting. You also did decent in halfpipe. Halfpipe was a really interesting event. Very unexpected twist. I mean, hurdles was
Yeah,
just RNG to the extreme, but halfpipe was actually pretty RNG too, just kind of unexpected results in that.
no, I don't say unexpected. I just think like in the predictions we underestimated how much aquatics mattered.
Fair enough, yeah,
So
I guess. Well, I mean,
like I won't
unexpected
say
is
it's
in. Okay, go. You got this. Sorry.
unexpected. Unexpected is like the word, but like not in the normal meaning of unexpected. It's more like oh, we didn't prepare for this. Also, I would like to say that like the times were heavily inflated from this season to season 3. Like I'm pretty sure the best time from season 3 was like Pantheon is like 6-8, like total, and like individual run was like Icon if 11.5 or something. This season we had like if you didn't get a 12 with your best marble, you like kind of fucked.
Yeah.
It was what happened to me in the first run. I Axel and Valiant made it to salvage a good result in the second one, but happened. Also, Team Fire back on top finally after years, not like after struggles in the month of all last two seasons.
Yeah.
Ursa absolutely owning the field, maybe because of a lot of. Of course, the marble is really good, 98 endurance, what do you expect? But also high teamwork of the team. Asai, Lifeblood are both marbles with like the highest teamwork of the entire league. And of course the leaderboard. So we might see how much teamwork is actually good since season 2 Starry Sky.
Yeah. Team Fire did extremely well. That was the main thing when I was like unexpected. Pantheon didn't win, which was kind of absurd. But yeah, Team Fire did
Mm,
ridiculously
yeah,
well, and as you said, the skill ceiling has raised a ton since season 3. The seventh place team this season would have won season 3 with the event in season 3 with the same time, so it's gotten a whole lot more competitive
yeah.
in that.
I don't think in reality I think it was just more like Ada's adjusting
Maybe.
the formula because this IC Hots team that got 7th is not better than the Pantheon team that won back in
True
season
enough.
3.
Yeah.
But yeah, a bit. Also, shout out to the Thanatos for podiuming.
Yeah, that was
Like,
impressive. First
op-
ever event, first podium.
as a as an expansion team, it's really tough to podium in your opening year. They're going for similar strategy that I did in season 2, where like I went off already trading with one of the best teams of the league to a good result of the bay. But the difference is that they're going even more all in than I did. And the future might be a bit complicated, but
Yeah.
let's see if they can like ride a good result right off the bat.
Yeah. Pipe did go quite well for them. Let me think. How did hurdles go? I forgot. Let's find
Hurdles
that.
not so well.
Hurdles? Oh yeah,
Like
11th was
Showmaker,
Showmaker. Okay.
I mean it's expected, but like it could have been worse. It could have been Electra. It could have low rolled like Electra. And we come to hurdles, which like was an amazing event for you. Of course, ignoring the cheaper win, we had all the other championship podium contenders in like myself, Team Fire, kind of like outshot
Yeah.
Starry Sky because you can never count them out. All of them did badly. Like only
Yeah.
Kinesis didn't underperform on that event.
Only Kinesis did well, and Loki even had the best time of anyone in the heats and even of the entire event. Ended up in eighth, just with a really bad
They
roll
had
in the
the best
semis.
time and the worst time ignoring the Kinesis reroll.
Yeah. Wait, really? Hold up. I did not realize that. Best time and worst time to the same marble. That's going to be a trivia question someday. Wow.
Yes.
That's impressive.
And like ignoring the Kinesis 7.7 reroll in the finals, Loki had the best and the worst
Yeah.
time of the day.
That was.
Which shows how much RNG was at this event. Like
Mhm.
it's considerably more RNG than your usual event.
Yeah.
Of course we have two of the best speedsters of the league coming in bottom three in Blink and Electra, which is not supposed to happen, like at all.
Yeah. And
Savvy with 91 speed beat them both the 99s, which is crazy to think of.
the
And
heat seating was also a big part of that, I think, because you had like heat C, which was one marble or something that was good, and all the rest were just like meh. And then you
let me
had
relook here.
the fourth heat, which
Yeah,
was crazy.
yeah. Heat one was Electroglaive Kinesis Showmaker. Yeah, it's like this was an average heat outside, like not taking off the result of Electro just low rolling for shit and Glaive passing, even though he should have been last. And then
Yeah.
Hit two had the Tyrus who would go to having a great event and Silverling, just for Loki Savvy. And Hit three was supposed to be a Blink show with like Fifth Zoro, but Blink, I don't know what happened to Blink there.
I
Also,
love.
Colt was another big name of the event that managed to somehow sneak into the finals.
Yeah. Cole, I feel like Cole just does that though. You end up being the number
I
one
mean,
overall pick in season two, and then you just randomly end up in finals that you have
Colt
no
is not
business being
like
in
a bad
finally.
marble.
No,
I
they
just
aren't
think he
by any
had like
means.
lost potential because I don't remember them really being trained to like anything. They just like stuck from what they were in season two.
Yeah.
I think they are a leader built like as individual speedsters. Like they're in tough situation. But if they were trained, they would be better. But
Definitely.
as he is now, he's just like not really competitive,
Yeah.
and that's the big surprise that he managed a fourth in a such stacked event that they are like the recent speed events.
Yeah. And I mean that was kind of the meta for a while. Leave your good marbles as is because it's not worth to train them, and then just train your worst ones to be better for specific things. That's not the meta anymore. Now it's if you don't have a speedster, have fun in 10th or whatever. But yeah, that was what the kind of basic
No,
consensus was for a little bit.
yeah, we have to give that props to Sky for like making Blink absurd and turning everyone's mind to like, hey, I think it's better to have one incredibly good marble than have a really balanced team.
Yeah.
We
Because
saw like Infestation, for example. They were like the definition of a really balanced team. They were good at everything, and like Infestation and the season four Icy Hots.
yeah,
They're like really balanced teams, but they didn't have. Okay, Icy Hots had Vertigo, who is an amazing speedster, but like for Infestation, they were like. Of course, Infestation got incredibly unlucky in season two. I think Sky had them predicted third, and they finished like eighth and ninth or something. But
yeah,
I think it shows since like the start that like it was better to have one really good marble and like a supporting cast instead of everyone being around the same. And it actually how the meta changed.
yeah. I feel like it's kind of Iron Brotherhood this season. They have a lot of good marbles that are good for even like a decent amount of events. Like I've been kind of trying to get wild, even though they're like 90 overall and not good for a ton of stuff, because they have two or three events this season that they are very solid for. Very, very solid for. But when everything is
Yeah,
spread out like that, it's
off-roading. I think I put a little bit too much off-roading this season.
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
It happens.
Because what Iron Brotherhood
But,
have
but yeah,
Primal, and that's basically
I
it.
don't think
But,
I don't think it's Iron Brotherhood really. It's like I think what happened to Iron Brotherhood is they had a not so good draft, I would say,
mhm.
and they were like stuck in last season's schedule because they're really good for strength events, and like the only really strength event I have this season is block pushing.
Yeah, hold up. Where do I have them for block pushing? I have them even just sixth for that. My best event actually for them was
Eyeballing, I
half
would
pipes.
put them higher because they have
Yeah.
King and Primal with insane strength. And
Mhm.
of course, they have a problem of accuracy. That might be something. And they lost Joy too.
Oh yeah, Joy. Okay, forgot about that. But yeah, I mean, there's also just a decent
But
amount of
yeah,
teams with good block pushing teams. Like you
yeah.
have a very
Myself
solid block pushing
included.
team. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pantheon team.
Axel won't be playing because of fatigue. I want her for Distance Drag and diving. But
Okay.
still, Voxel Magnum, Valiant Hush is a good team. I hope I can keep my record of best individual push that I doubt will, but whatever happens. Back to the event, Kurdles though. It was a really really good event for you because now you have a good. I have a 7 point lead. No, you're tied for the lead with the night raid, but
Yeah.
they will run to avoid the fatigue problem. So
Hmm.
we don't know.
Yep. Night
Like
raid,
you
I'm not
have
too
right as
concerned
of
about.
right now, yeah. As of right now, you have the lead for the podium battle, basically, because
Hmm.
assuming Ted can just runs over the league, which cannot always happen, but you can we can have always have surprises. We can always have a team fire on half pipe.
Yeah. And I mean, last season Pantheon led, I think, the overall standings after every single event. This season they are predicted to be
Yeah,
even
yeah,
more dominant, and they haven't won either event, and they still aren't in the lead for the overall standing. So it's really, really interesting on how
yeah.
much
Painton,
RNG
yeah,
is.
Painton took the lead and just ran over with it.
Yeah.
I said after event one ended, after like event was this season was the first time since event season 3 event 8 that a team not named Terry Sky or Pantheon was leading the standings.
Seriously? That's incredible. Hold up. Was it
Yeah,
Shadowhunters
Starry
at that
Sky
point?
Starry,
Or
Starry was Shadowhunters
yeah.
leading. Starry Sky took the lead in event 9 and then won the league. And then of course season 5 was just Pantheon show. Season 4 was just Pantheon show.
Yeah. Okay. Hold up. Scrolling back in standings, the last time a team other than Starry Sky Pantheon or Shadowhunters led the overall standings was might have even been season 1. Hold up. No, it was after season 2 event 3 Physics Fanatics. Since then it's been 3 teams leading the overall standings for like the past what,
I think
27
I,
events?
I if I remember correctly, I think Starry Sky and Painter has like over 60% of leading the standings because Starry Sky was the team that most led the standings in season 1.
Yeah. They're just
So like
ridiculously good
even ignoring the
historically.
Shadowhunters, the dominance of those two teams is incredible.
Yeah.
Like looking for season 1, Starry Sky, Super Wisp who would become the Pantheon, and then Fanatics, Starry Sky, Starry Sky, Team Fire, and then Fanatics, Team Fire again, Super Wisps, Super Wisps.
Yeah.
I didn't count, but I think it was like 8 of 12 or like 7 of 12.
Yeah. Starry Sky has just been so consistently good enough to the point of being really, really obnoxious that no one really knows what to do with them.
That was the really good point in season 2 because their season 2 team isn't a superstar team. It's just a team that is so good that like it covers everyone's weaknesses so well. They are bad. They can't physically be bad.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Yes.
Anyways, back to topic.
Yeah, we're just like, hey, let's go on a 10-minute rant about Starry Sky. Let's go. All right.
It is because I mentioned how the leading thing.
Yeah, they're a
Anyways,
good team.
yeah, you should be on prime position to like keep the podium now.
Yeah.
I don't know winning because Pantheon exists, but you should be keeping the podium, which is sad because I really wanted to get the podium. Was But yeah, Bedlam kind of underperformed on hurdles. We should have gotten to finals,
Hmm.
but yeah, you can't be good at everything. Bedlam still has to prove himself outside of MSFC.
Yeah. I mean, you still do have another season of training for Bedlam, though, so they'll get better, definitely. With Wonder Kid. I mean,
Yeah,
another
yeah,
season of Wonder Kid. So. And they're already
yeah.
like
No, yeah,
top
for
three
sure.
speedster in the league by a lot, so. Well, top four, maybe? It's what? Electra,
No,
Blink,
like
Kinesis, Bedlam?
Blink should keep their title as the best speedster,
Yeah,
and then
obviously.
have. But I don't know, like the league is closing on Blink. Blink isn't like as stupidly good as like she was in season 3.
Mm.
She haven't got like any better since season 3, I think.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Anyways.
okay. Now I think we said anything we needed for MSFL. Like we have
Probably.
you had a good event with half hurdles. Half pipe was kind of crazy.
Yep.
Hurdles even more. I think Starry Sky is in the lowest position since season 2. I think
Yeah, it's
14.
14th overall. When you have Blink and they have other marbles besides Blink, I
Side.
just completely blanked on them. So yeah, they have Blink and that's it for sure. Definitely no one
Yeah,
else.
like all you need to say is blink. Like
Yeah.
all your problems are solved.
Blink Sai Gaia is going to be so good later this season with like surfing, diving,
They sure
etc.
will.
Yep. And then they somehow got Eclipse at pick 31, which was like, okay, whatever.
It's because everyone remember like the Eclipse trade that had PTSD of picking
Yeah.
Eclipse.
Everyone had PTSD of Eclipse, both because they were historically known as just a bad-ish marble, and they're also older. But I mean, still
That's
five
true.
won't be regression for one more season or something, and you get a decent
Yeah,
contract there.
yeah,
You're good for like a long time.
yeah. Also, you could since it was around 3, you can. Was it around 3 or end of round 2?
31 would have been
Yeah.
around two, I think, end of round two.
No, end of round 2. Yeah. So I think re-signing would like the insta resign with no negotiations like
Yeah, club
14K or
option.
something for one
Club
season.
option.
Yeah, that 14K on Eclipse for one season is incredible since they are really good balancing marble
Mhm.
and they're just all rounder. Like with I myself plays a lot because Purite, I love Purite.
The one thing they aren't really good at is aquatics, which is a little sketchy as an all-arounder. But if you get a good team around them and throw them in like a team event with aquatics, they'll still do just fine because of good other stats. So
Yes.
Eclipse is good. Noted.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, I think that's it. Now we go to a league where I can win my third title. The
Yep.
third with
On to RML.
interrogation point because depends if you count the crossover as a title.
I would
If
say so.
I
I
do count,
would
but
say so. Yeah. Well, if I don't count the crossover, then
RML.
I don't have an overall second in anything. So let's count the crossover, please.
Yes.
uh,
Curiosity, I sent in Manager Central. Let me see if I can find it. Uh, I sent a list of like first times ever
oh,
happened
yeah.
in where is it? First first win. Here. If I win normal, I would be the first manager to win 3 different leagues if we count crossover and MSFL as different leagues and as a thing.
Yeah.
And I win normal. I will be the first manager to win 3 different leagues because Ada's already won 2 different in RML season 1 in OST. And I want that for me. I want to be the first to do anything special. And I should be fine because Roadrunner is not bad for the
Yeah,
event. It's
Roadrunner's
not
not bad.
amazing. I don't think Roadrunner gonna podium with like Crystal and it's possible, but I don't think it's likely. But all I need it's
You're in the
they
lead
to
by 4
like
points. So.
beat Zigdo. Like don't throw. All I need is you to don't throw. Because
Proceeds to
Kodiak is
throw.
dead.
But I mean, if you get
I
top five,
need
it's just an instant victory on the spot. And I sincerely doubt Roadrunner with 99 speed is going to miss top five. They might. RNG does happen, but more than likely.
yeah. But like more importantly than like missing, I need like miss and then the other guy to like beat the gap.
Yeah.
Which is in RML it's kind of difficult because the point scoring, like unless you got top three, you don't get really amount of points.
Yeah.
So even assuming I get last, that would be I get to 50 points. Zigda would need to get a fourth because I win because I beat them on tiebreaker.
Zigil. How good is Zigil again? Not great, I don't think.
94, 96, 91.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I mean solid, but this is also a very stacked event. You got Kestrel, you got Regal is actually quite good as well. 94 speed themselves. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
94. Yeah.
It'll be interesting for
But the
sure.
thing is that I'm safe, kinda.
Yeah.
You know, unless like perfect scenario happens, I shouldn't lose.
Mhm.
But more importantly, I think than the not importantly, more interesting than the title battle, gonna be the podium battle.
Yeah.
Because Teamfire holds third place at the moment, but Kodiak's dead. You're gonna just fatigue. And
Yeah.
have Afterburners, Saguaro Squad, and Vampires all in striking distance. Even the Lemonades and Ace
Yeah.
of Spades. We have the entire field battling for two positions, basically.
Yeah.
Outside of the Icy Hot and the Tricksters.
Mm-hmm. 8 teams in a 9-team league, all in contention for the podium in the final event. I don't remember that even being close to the thing. Hold up, what was it in MSFL
Season one
season
was
1?
5. Season one was 5. I think like the Moonwalkers had like technically a chance, but like come on.
Yeah.
Let me look.
2 hours later.
I forget that Defiant played that event for Moonwalkers. I always think of
They that
Defiant as a
the
newer,
find was the best speedster at the time. It had like
I
91 speed that
guess.
like was good at the time.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to RML.
Yeah, we keep getting sidetracked. It's good discussion, but we keep getting sidetracked. This is kind of chaotic.
Back the Ace of Spades that in my opinion are the favorites with no Twistle playing.
Just because Kestrel? Yeah.
Uh Crystal, who I think is the favorite with the event 97, 97, 98. With
Yeah.
no Twistle playing because the fatigue would be Roadrunner. They're the favorite to win, but they are the lowest in the standings, which is fun.
Yeah, because if
I don't want to do math right now,
Ace of
but like
Spades win, they have a
there's a work
chance
where
at
like
second. Yeah, if they win, they could, in
I don't
theory,
think
get second.
yeah I think they would need a win. Actually, I don't think they need a win. I think a silver is enough. They go to 47. They go to 47, and just after Burners does go to like 47.
Yeah.
Actually, if they get silver after Burners would need a 98. If it
Hmm.
doesn't exist, they would need a bronze because Eight of Spades would beat them if they get to 97.
Yeah.
So yeah, if the Eight of Spades even get silver, which is really possible, Regal will need a bronze to get the podium. I'm just like just counting out Team Fire of here because Kodiak is dead.
Yeah. I mean, Kodiak. Kodiak is definitely the most fatigued marble in the league by a lot, but they do also have good enough stats that they could make a run, at least for like top half in the event. Because there are a few teams that
Yeah,
don't
but
really have a marble for this, like Saguaro Squad. They're sending in Chris, I think, who is like 91 speed. Yeah, 91. Oh, 99 balance, I guess, but then 90 agility.
91, 99, 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really fun. It gives like season one finale feeling, but without the championship battle.
Mhm. It'll be
They're
really
like
interesting,
everything
definitely.
is possible. It will, and I hope that can be my first real championship because MSFC is a strange thing, and the crossover people don't really count.
Yeah.
Also, you didn't send the event results for like the last two events.
Oh yeah, I forgot to, didn't I? Whatever.
Yeah.
Go back in live events. You
Anyways,
can read. I don't know.
yeah, no, just a small season recap since we're here already. Uh, I did not expect to do this well. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, when I
Like
when
I
I
knew my team
predicted
was
you,
good.
yeah. When I
You can
predicted you
say.
first, you were like, "Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Sorry, bro." And now you're like, "Oh wait, I'm in the lead by 4 points with the final event." And yeah,
Uh,
it's interesting
four
how people.
actually five. Four actually five because I beat everyone on the medal count.
Oh yeah,
No,
true enough.
except the Dreamscape Devils. If they get a goal, they lose to them in whatever. But that's not gonna happen anyways.
Yeah.
Just jinxing myself, whatever.
Knock on wood. Yeah. But I stand
And
by my opinion in predictions before the season that Caribou Thistle and Roadrunner are one of the best trios in marble sports ever. That it's just ridiculously good. You have 3 golds so far, I think. Maybe it's just the two.
two gold
But
and one silver.
2 golds
Caribou
and
and
stuff.
Crystal got each one got one gold. And
Yeah.
Roadrunner should have gotten a medal in water race, but they didn't. Yay.
Yeah.
I think they should have.
Yeah.
Because, like, come on, 99 speed and 96 aquatics. How you don't get a medal in a water race? Because of Diesel, yeah, because of that guy. I hate. Because.
Diesel did really well in water race for no reason. I feel like every event
Clutch.
there's been one team that's just a wild card that does really well out of nowhere, and it was Diesel in water race for sure. But
I should have been even better, which is crazy.
yeah.
But at that time, but also, I don't think I should have won any of the two goals I won. Maybe Mazuran
Yeah.
because I was like looking if I had to send Crystal because they are better than Caribou for the event. But like I look at everyone Dodgers are like they're not as good. I can send Caribou and be fine. And like I got the medal anyway, the gold anyways.
Yeah. And I mean, Caribou did really
But
well, actually. They high rolled a little bit, but not even too terribly. So,
like
props to Caribou.
not extreme luck, just the enough luck to win the event because you
Yeah.
can't win the event being lucky.
Because what they had they not gotten past Pillager and Baxter, you would have what? That's a loss of 4 points. So you would be tied with Dreamscape right now without that.
Yeah. Dreamscape, another team that did a lot better than I expected they
Yeah.
would. I didn't have them on my site for the championship.
Mhm.
I had like Vampires Eight of Spades, like championship, anything fires, like the main championship contenders with me. And then we have her coming out of nowhere, meddling in Limericks,
Yeah.
Torch dominating water race, and they did well on was I think the archery tag. They did well by running circle.
That was awesome. That was so much fun to commentate. Just like, how do I depict this? Because they basically just went back and forth in The Sims for the event. I was like, what if I just had them run in circles? And they did, and it works. And now it's officially canonical because Coco released lore about it. So that's
Yeah.
kind of awesome.
About lore, small derailment real quick. I feel like if it's at an event, a live event, like the most canon it can be because you can contrariate what's happened there. Like you can't just say what happened in the live event didn't happen because it
Yeah.
happened. Yeah,
Fair enough.
like we knew, like you can just say you can just ignore a lore piece happening because you don't need to
Yeah.
agree with everyone. But anyways, they definitely overperformed on some events and like catch up for me. So like I got lucky. He got lucky. Like it's the name of the game.
It works,
There's
yeah.
not much to say.
The most
But
unlucky team?
I'm
Okay.
yeah, oh, unlucky Icy Hots.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they should not have been this bad. Where are your predictions, by the way? It's on official or yeah, it's here.
Yeah, official lore. I had Vamps in 7th, which was random. I had Afterburners 9th, which is not happening. Thanks
No,
to
Afterburners is probably like if it's either them or Ace of Spades on podium
yeah.
on the last spot of the podium because Tricksters didn't take the Devils and one of the two. Actually, there is a word where the Devil just fall off the podium of the last event
I mean, it's definitely possible, yeah. Definitely possible.
because like Cresto has a big chance of winning the event and going to 49 points and passing the Devils, and then like you never know. Bengal, it's Bengal, it's Rego. Rego playing for them. Can just puck it through Hyro and I don't know.
Yeah.
Or Zigdo just die. Which would be better for me that they just die, anyways.
Rest in pieces.
But yeah,
Yeah. It'll be a
this
very
also
interesting event.
would be for assuming vampires don't the podium would be the first time I think Adas doesn't finish on the overall podium in a single
I thought he got like
because season 3 vampires in SML
let me think.
was they got the podium on on SML. They won RML season 1 and OST. I don't know how OST season 2 is going. You can confirm me,
OST
but I think
is
Adas
OS
also got work.
Vampires are winning currently in OST, so yeah.
Winning go to the final event. So yeah,
Hmm.
it should be like
That'll be
this
really
would be
fun.
the first time ever this doesn't podium, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Assuming vampires don't come out of nowhere in podium. I mean, who's running for them? It's it's
Uh,
Bengal.
yeah, Bangle for hurdles
It's
and
possible. 98, 93, 91. It's like it's the type of event where everyone is so close together, like anything can happen.
yeah.
Which is amazing for like people watching, but gonna make guy just die of a heart attack.
Yeah. But I mean, 2nd through 8th is 8 points. That's a bronze medal. I mean, a silver because dead last gets 1 point, but a silver puts any team in 8th into 2nd at this point, which is absolutely absurd. This is ridiculously close.
Yeah.
Just every
Would
team
be
is just
better if they didn't have a non-fun team with basically the title clinched, but hey, I just want to guarantee my title.
yeah. The Waro squad is basically out of it because Chris has such bad speed. If balance matters a ton, then it'll be better, obviously. But Suara squad is out of it.
What do you mean
Afterburners,
if balance matters at all? You do the sims, you know exactly how much
I
stats
know
matters.
exactly how much it matters, but I'm not gonna say it. Cause if I told you,
God.
then you guys would know, and I'm gonna be cruel about it. Smiles. Uh,
uh,
I actually
Fire
don't
Wind talking
remember how
about
much
the
it matters, even.
MSFC. I remember like we VC we fire about MSFC and like if this happens or if this doesn't happen, like what do you mean if happens or not? You know exactly what happens, Fire.
Yeah. This is actually really
But it's
tricky
just
for
fun
me to
to
try to have a dialogue with you because I've already simmed the event. I've already simmed hurdles. I know what's gonna happen, and I'm just trying to pretend like I don't.
oh, you know
It's
exactly what the podium is.
I know exactly what the podium is, and I'm trying to make unbiased predictions, but oh, it's tricky. But
The
yeah,
only certain things that the Ice Hots didn't podium. That's like the only certainty.
mhm. Are you guaranteed a podium? You
I don't
might
think
be
they
actually.
can escape last.
You might be. Hold up.
Maybe. I don't
Um,
think look, I don't think even attack can even escape last. Because gold is for 38. And but they would lose no, they wouldn't lose count back to Atos. The only way to escape last is them golding and either lemonade or like Ace of Spades getting last.
yeah. You might actually
Also, yeah, it might
be
be.
able to fall to like fifth with perfect results, which is kind of crazy because everything is so tight. But
Yeah, like
But I mean, we could beat it.
perfect. Like worst case scenario, it's fifth for me. Like me last, and like yeah,
yeah, I mean that's not
makes
bad
sense.
either. That's better than seventh last season for you. Seventh, sixth. Let me
I
check.
swear that number, bro, it's everywhere. I
I
got
know.
6, not 7.
Okay,
Bruh.
that's good. 23 points, two. I forgot that you went on that medal run about midway through. Yeah, that was solid. But
Yeah, like out of nowhere, I got like back to back to back medals or something. Yeah.
because before that you were like dead last or something. You had
No,
7
I was.
points, and then over the course of 3
I,
events you got one. No, you had 2
I
points,
got.
and then
I
you
was.
got a
I had
medal, a
three
medal, and a
points,
medal.
tied for last. I was tied for last, and then I got 3 medals in a row.
Yeah, that was crazy. 19 points in 3 events with season 1 scoring is really impressive, though.
And then I got no more points to like the rest of the season. I
Yeah,
got.
pretty much.
I got 5 points in 5 events and 19 in 3.
That checks out, yeah. Such is marble sports.
Like, okay, then whatever.
Yeah.
Eh, I don't think my season 1 team was bad. Just nervous actually exists. Isn't like jitters, who's a fake trait.
Yeah. I don't know
Hmm.
if any of the season 1 teams were really bad except maybe Blue Bombs. And Blue Bombs weren't bad really either. They had Bobtail, they had Civil who was good for several team events. They just didn't have good filler marbles because of the period system. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I find it really interesting the way RML works. Is like really unique, and I find it fun. Like it's a really different way to plan because it was something that make Osprey really asked to plan or like head the team, and they had to let them go because they were really special. Like it really against specialists
Yeah.
because you need them playing like to like at least like 2 events in a period basically. If you are a specialist, you have either pray that like the period is really good for you, or you have like one individual that is so good like it's justifiable you play.
Yeah.
Because outside of that, you're cooked. Like Osprey, they have really good coordination endurance intensity. That sadly are stats that doesn't really match for some reason.
Good baseline support stats, but not good main stats as a general rule for Osprey.
Yeah, yeah, basically. So I had to let them go, even though I really like the
Yeah.
marble. But it's working. Also, Woodrow gonna be a champion,
Yeah, Woodrow
probably.
probably gonna get a championship ring. 81 value is absolutely. Are they the worst valued marble in the league? Let me check actually.
I
They might be.
no, I think so because I went for like the cheapest marble I could have.
Yeah. Who would it be
I don't know.
besides?
I know I didn't actually take a real marble to help me, but I think I realized I couldn't because my team was so good. I was like, I can't better this, so let me take the cheapest thing I can.
Yep. I think Drain is the only one
Anyway,
who is valued lower, but yeah, Woodrow's bad.
no, the rain's also 81
Drain is also 81. Yeah, going specific value with the formula and everything down to the decimals. I think Drain is slightly lower. I don't know for sure.
because older, right?
Cause older and negative trait as well. Woodrow's just there, and is just bad at being there. But
He, he's washing the dishes of the team.
yeah, emotional support. It's great.
I mean, also the name matches the team. We're the tricksters and his wood.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that. That's kind of cool. Lore connection there. Actually, kind of all of your marbles except for Roadrunner ish work with Treeksters.
What is it about crystal, by the way? I have no idea what a crystal is.
A thistle, it's like a spiky thorn plant.
What?
A spiky thorn plant. They're really obnoxious and hooked. You might not have something like them down where you live in Brazil, but we have them a ton up here and they're
Oh,
really
okay. I
obnoxious.
just put on Google. Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
Basically a cactus, but in the form of a plant instead of like a large thing. I don't know.
And that's all. You can make the argument that Roadrunner fits because of Looney Tunes. Roadrunner is like a trickster.
Yeah. Roadrunner would almost make more sense than the Saguaro Squad since they're kind of a desert animal, desert
Yeah.
bird, but that would be
Yeah,
cool for lore. Trade
yeah,
Roadrunner to
we
Swamps.
are a single management league, not a real normal league like the CSMO. So like name doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We can have a marble named Ice in Team Fire. We have Ivy on Team Fire on MSFL. Like, what's a plan to do in Team Fire?
Like maybe you could burn up? I don't know. It's an option, I guess. Firestarter.
Burn
That's
Up is
dark.
already
Let's
a
not talk
marble.
about that. That's really dark. Oh,
You already have. We had Burn Up as a marble. I think they retired or something.
yeah. The one thing that makes sense with Team Fire and names in their marble stats is that Hawk couldn't swim. Because Hawk was their captain for a long time and fire and water don't mix. That's the only thing that made sense with Team Fire and their marbles. Only thing.
Yes. I mean, Thanatos with. I would say Lucifer, but Thanatos is actually the devil, which is like death.
Yeah.
So not quite. We could have had. We could have had Eclipse on the Twilight Towers. Would have been fun, but no.
Easy.
We had Eclipse on Starry Sky. Close enough.
Also, Hawk getting a medal in an aquatics event is just
They
what
had
on earth?
they had the worst times of the Thanatos.
Yeah,
Both times. They were there just for the leader boost.
that makes sense actually. Yeah, because how close was it for results and
It was
records?
really close. It was like half a second or something.
Thanaton's
Yeah, it was
6.9.7
half a
versus
second for the
6.8.5.
night raid.
Okay. Yeah. So
So
without the
I
leader boost,
think
they
the leader
probably
boost.
do not make it. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Well, assuming like the marble they would put in place doesn't do like and good enough to like just do enough score, but whatever.
Yeah.
I should have podium on that because my first one was a 33. If I got a 34, I podium. Happens. But hey, we circle back to a MSFL. I think it's a good way to end here.
Yeah. Probably a good place to end it. This has been Full Send. Thank you, Eam, for joining me. We had some good conversations, even though not all of them were on topic. It was fun.
Yep.
And yeah, see y'all next time.